Martin, put your mic up if you can. The wind's killing it. Dude, let's roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, baseball fans, sports fans, welcome. This is the QwikCut Sports Network, and we're coming to you live from TFA, the first academy right here in Central Florida, home of the Royals, as they are taking the field tonight, welcoming the Saints of Trinity Prep. We certainly appreciate you joining us for this, the first of very many games of the week, and it is my pleasure to say that our games of the week are sponsored by Game Changer and Dick's Sporting Goods, and we're certainly proud to have them on board. I'm Bobby Allen. You can call me B.A. I am joined by Kurt Chaplin, and Kurt, this is a lot of fun, man, and you were very excited for this. One of the reasons, Tomasaki on the mound right here for TFA. Not only is he a very consistent pitcher with all the tools in the toolbox, but he is a competitor that when he steps on the field, it is game time.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 3.0 ERA. This kid is special. 11 2/3 innings. As you can see here, he's already gotten ahead 1-2. He's going to attack the strike zone, and that's what you need as a pitcher. You have to attack the strike zone, force hitters to play from behind.
And it will be number one leading off for Trinity Prep. That is Adrian Cameo, but he is retired early, and just like you said, you know, when you get Aki in the count, if he gets ahead in the count early, yeah, it might be tough sledding, but obviously Trinity Prep's a very talented ball club too, with a lot of players of their own right that can play at the next level. That's why you see all these MLB scouts here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Both these teams are loaded.
Yeah, and especially the big player on Trinity Prep, Aiden Stillman. He's the pitcher tonight for Trinity Prep. 22 strikeouts in 8 innings. That is unbelievable. That's Garrett Crochet type numbers pitcher now for the Boston Red Sox. He also is an elite hitter, over 800 on-base percentage. That is insane. He is getting on base basically every single time. You're always going to see him on the field.
He gets on base when he wants. That's, as we see, another nice delivery from Aki to win the count. One away here in the first inning, a beautiful complex. I can't say enough, and I've already shook a few hands and told them how happy we are to have been allowed to come and do this and showcase this talent. This should be something that happens every night in this area with all the talent in Central Florida and beyond, and that's why we are here. That's why it's what we do.
Oh, yeah. We love to see these young prospects who could potentially play college ball at the D1 level and at the MLB level.
Or more, yes.
Oh, yeah. These kids in Central Florida are some of the best.
Yeah.
And right here, we'll see.
One right here. That time misses a little bit, gives up a first base. That's okay, though. One away.
Yeah, strikeout and a walk here. We'll see if the 3 true outcomes happen. There's a home run.
That was the shortstop, Connor Brady. And now it'll be Alton Gunther, one of 2 twins, Adam and Alton, on this Trinity Prep roster. Both very influential on this team and how they navigated this season and obviously beyond, 2 very instrumental parts of the program. I'm going to give a special shout out to, by the way, one of our good friends, Brian Kells, affiliated with Trinity Prep, obviously on the football side of things. So those are the kind of, people that we're very happy to hear that we are going to be a presence doing all high school sports that we can, literally, that we can.
And I think, honestly, this is going to be a great thing because not only can people now see and watch these young talents come up and play, but also now there's an opportunity for more kids to come out and work and have an opportunity to work in the sports broadcasting world.
I think so, too.
Like me.
Like you.
Yeah. 19 years old.
I'll tell you right now, I've got 2 of the most talented 19-year-olds sitting next to me tonight that I have ever seen in 21 years in this industry. And that is impressive as there's a throw to second just missing. So Trinity Prep will put a runner in scoring position for the first time today.
Yeah, Connor Brady there, another solid player, 435 on base percentage right before that walk, so he's definitely improved that as well. stole a base right there, applying more pressure on Thomas Aki.
Here's the delivery from Aki. There's a good pitch, and one that certainly was enticing to take a swing at, as you saw that happen. Alton Gunther again. He is a very instrumental part. He will be taking the mound here in just a little bit for Trinity Prep. Also DHing tonight. And that shows you right there his versatility, right?
Yeah. Versatility is what plays Shohei Ohtani. You see him DHing and hitting at a high level.
There's a 2-2, hit skyward in right field. Nice play on it, outmade. 2 down.
Yeah, looks like
He had a beat on that all the way, didn't he?
Yeah,
Nice
little
play.
pop fly. Probably jammed on that one. Didn't really sound great off the bat.
How about Remo in Domenico with the play in right field. Senior, 6 foot, 190. Obviously showed some wheels there, tracking that one down and making a clean play for out number 2.
Yeah, and he has a 1,600 OPS. Not only great in the field, but incredible with the bat.
Yeah.
You're going to see this kid playing on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in college, and potentially in the big leagues one day.
Yeah. A lot of talent on this field, and, you know, there's a lot of talent across this whole place, period. Pick a sport, right? It has been so impressive since really kind of cementing myself into the high school space in this area in particular as it compares to other parts of the country. And it's so impressive. And for us to be able to have the opportunity to come and showcase these kids, for them, for the parents, for the grandparents, give them the outlet, that's what it's all about. And listen, it's thanks to our amazing corporate partners, Dick's, Game Changer, Choice Hotels. They're the ones that make this possible. And there is a huge cut. That is a strikeout, and that will retire the side for the first half inning. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. The bats of the Royals coming up when we come back. You're watching the Quick Cut Sports Network.
Yeah, yeah. D to the M to the AXX. Yeah. Whoa, D to the M to the AXX. D-Max, that's how I bowl. D-Max, better than y'all. D-Max, like my style. D-Max, driving you wild. D-Max, that's how I bowl. D-Max, better than y'all. D-Max, like my style. D-Max, driving you wild. Who to blame? That's what the opposing team is saying when I step in the game. They see I got too much swag in my veins. And every time I move, all they see is that I leave behind flames.
How about the work on the mound in the first of the first inning from Thomas Aki, and now the bats will show, and so will the pitching for Trinity Prep. I'm BA alongside Kirk Chaplin, Adam Black, Joey Pletka. My goodness, this is fun. So, it's going to be a pitching battle. We talked about it earlier. All the scouts and college representatives in attendance, and for good reason. We saw part of that equation with Thomas Aki a few minutes ago, and now we see the other half.
Yeah,
One of the other parts, I should say.
Yeah, Aiden Stillman, an incredible pitcher, and only 8 innings of work. He has 22 strikeouts. He throws mid-90s. He's also an incredible bat. This kid is special, and there's a reason he's now committed to the University of Virginia.
Right. That's it. Right. He has all the tools, unequivocally, and it's going to be. I've been wanting to see both of these young men for the season now, and for this to be the first opportunity for us to do that and be able to bring it to everybody else. That's really fun.
It's always great to see future, college
bet.
D1 level prospects and potential MLB guys. I think Aiden Stillman has a real good chance he still can grow as a player. He can even get touch the upper 90s as he develops in college with the University of Virginia. He's going to be special. Thomas Aki as well. Incredible. Love to see this talent.
Well, there's the first pitch from the future Virginia Cavalier, and he makes that delivery. The leadoff hitter for TFA, number 4, Blake Fields. Fields playing center field. Also pitches. He's a 6'1 senior. Leader for this Royals club, who obviously hopes are very high.
Yeah, this kid, 1,200 OPS. He can hit. He can fly. He's got all the tools, man. He is
those
something
are the kind
special.
of numbers that kind of like, that's solid.
Those are jaw droppers.
Right?
All college scouts want to see it.
Here comes the 1-1. Missing ever so slightly. Brings it to 2-1. Folks, next time you're in the Port Charlotte, Punta Gorda area, or anywhere else for that matter, be sure you select Choice Hotels. Choice Hotels has you covered, and they treat us the very best, and we are very happy to have them as part of our QwikCut Sports Network. Visit them today at 806 Kings Highway in Port Charlotte, or visit choicehotels.com. 2-2 now, no one away, no score. Bottom of the first inning here in this incredible matchup, or what we feel like is poised to be a very competitive matchup between TFA, as that one is ripped foul right at us, kind of.
Yeah. I want an opportunity to catch a fly ball here.
Not
Why
like
not?
that, though, right?
Yeah. As long as it doesn't hit any of the equipment, we're good to go.
We're good, yeah. Luckily, we get the protected here a little bit. Got a great view. This one's fouled away again toward third this time. Can't say enough about the facilities here. Actually, both of these programs, both these schools, we have become intimately familiar with a lot of local schools and facilities, and both of these schools, Trinity and TFA, have opened their arms, and for that we are grateful. And for that, we're going to keep coming and giving these kids an opportunity to be seen as many places as they can be seen.
And a big full count here. You
Big.
do not want to allow the first runner on if you're Aiden Stillman.
Woo. Fires it in there with a little pace, but it is off the mark. He will give up a walk to Blake Fields. And now we will see number 22, the one that made that fantastic catch in the top of the first, Remo Indomenico.
And Indomenico, like you said earlier, fantastic catch. He's athletic, and he can hit bombs.
And he is going to take a first pitch strike. Don't blame him.
Yep, 1,600 OPS for this kid.
Yeah.
He's something special. I expect him to be playing in college as well, man. He is
1,600 OPS.
Yeah, that's on-base plus slugging percentage.
You see some of these numbers, and, we've been doing baseball all season, and, every once in a while you run across numbers like that you got to think of where we are in the season, how many games in, all those things, and you look eye-catching at least. And that shows you why these two teams have a following, and they have a history, and that's why, for example, First Academy, national champion in 2014, state champion in 21. I don't have enough time to read the district championships. You know what I mean? That's tradition. And Trinity, on the other hand, man, they are hot right now. They have got a great lineup. Obviously, you're seeing what kind of talent they have on the mound here, as you told us. The future is bright.
And quick 0-2. Quick 0-2, mid-90s fastball. He just showed that there. Elevated. It's really tough to hit that, especially when you're behind in the count.
Absolutely.
You're going to feel all that pressure. When you're facing a top pitcher like this, committed to University of Virginia, I know in your head as a hitter, you're going to feel it.
There, right? Yeah. But, I'm very anxious to see this battle, particularly as the 0-2 comes in, and that is a big swing and a miss to the K for Trinity.
Yeah, he was in defensive mode there, threw the breaking ball. He was trying to swing at anything that was close to the zone. Breaking ball looked appealing. Unfortunately, bottom fell out of it and fell off his backside. Not the best swing in the world, but it's okay because this is one of the best pitchers in the state.
And now he will face a name some or most may recognize, Austin Pierzynski, catcher, senior, 6'2", 215, also a bright future in this sport, and he has a dad that knows a little thing or two about baseball, A.J. Pierzynski, for those that may have not made that connection.
Former White Sox, Hall of Very Good, entered into the Hall of Fame voting. Unfortunately, did not get that.
Right.
But hey, when your dad has a 23 WAR, over 2,000 hits,
Yeah.
this kid is learning from the best.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, and as a catcher.
What a luxury.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. He's going. There's the throw to 2. It is not in time. That is safe.
And Blake Fields, he got caught lacking, but using his speed and his agility to get to second base
Nice
no
steal.
matter what. It's a beautiful
Want to
steal.
give a shout out to the officiating crew. One of the things that I'm also we are going to use this platform to help, because there is an officiating shortage in this country. It is real. And there are organizations locally like Ref Reps, among others, that provide opportunities, because officiating sport, there's a nice pitch in there for a big strike with pace. There's opportunities to earn money, continue to be involved in sports well after your playing days are done. Joey and I and Adam, we have a good friend, Adam Bates, who was an official locally, a phenomenal one at that. And he stands behind Ref Reps, and I love that. That is, like you said, with broadcasting and that angle, it allows you to stay in sports in other capacities.
Yeah. It allows you to get a second chance at sports, and continue. If you're not playing, you're at least continuing.
And make an impact.
Yeah, making an impact, helping out others, which is all we want to do as a society, helping out others.
I'll tell you what. Did he go? Yes, he did. They say, give him another strikeout. And let me tell you something. I've seen a few high school baseball games, not just this year, but in 20 years behind the mic. This young man, the pace in which he throws and the velocity he can control, it's different.
Yeah,
right?
He's got a rocket.
You don't see this all that often, and it is very impressive. And I'm going to throw it back to Aki. He equally stands out.
Yeah.
Unquestionably. And that's why we're here. These young men, every one of these kids.
And they get an opportunity to be on video so people can watch them.
They deserve to be recognized for their accomplishments, and that's, the motto of this network is every athlete sports network. Simple.
Every athlete, they get a chance.
Sports network.
Yep. They get a chance and an opportunity to be seen by not only scouts, but also their family and friends who want to watch their games but may not have the time to come in person.
Sure. There's another delivery. That went in there. Nice position. Where he threw that, at least from my vantage point, was very well placed. And, boy, that can be a dangerous pitch. 0-2 the count. 2 down.
Applying pressure again, forcing these hitters to fall behind in the counts, and now he can do whatever he wants. Throw the breaking ball or come back with another hitter.
Stillman forces a foul there.
I will say, though, this First Academy team has done a good job at working the counts.
Yes.
And working the counts could get a guy like Aiden Stillman out the game early.
Right now, it's an 0-2 count to Kenneth Karanka, infielder, junior, 6'2", 185. Luis Machado, utility player. We also saw 6'1", junior. Also Tyler Arafat, first baseman today, pitcher. Junior, he is 6'6", 210. Now that is an imposing frame in baseball.
That guy, he could probably be playing basketball too, realistically.
I bet they love him too, I'd say.
Oh, yeah. That kid is something special, man. What are they feeding him?
There's just impressive athletes here. Runner on 2, nobody holding. Fouled away.
And continuing to battle. Yeah, continuing to battle, forcing Aiden Stillman to throw more pitches and making his coach have to potentially make a tough decision that maybe he has to pull him out early when he really doesn't want to. He wants to continue to limit the use of his bullpen.
Stillman eyes and fires. That was hit to 3. Oh, bobbled just enough to allow the throw to be late. Runners on the corners for the Royals with 2 away.
Unfortunate situation there. The error costs Trinity Prep an opportunity to get back to hit. And it allows Aiden Stillman to really get an opportunity to rest. And unfortunately, he's going to have to throw to another batter. And again, the coach might have to make a tough decision.
And that batter that he will throw to is number 2 for the Royals, Roy Rodriguez, infielder, senior, 5'10", 180. Facing Spillman for the first time this evening. With 2 away and runners on the corners. First real jam that we've seen in this game. There's the throw, and it pops out of the glove and allows a stolen base.
I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, though. I think that should have held the ball anyways, try and deke the runner out, but the ball popped out, so didn't really matter. Free stolen base. Now runners in scoring position. You're applying more pressure on Aiden Stillman. If you can get to him early, you can deplete his confidence.
Great point. And on the flip side of that coin, we're watching a pitcher with everything he has right here to shut the door on this jam and this inning.
Oh, he does. But at the end of the day, they're working him.
They're working him.
He's throwing a lot of pitches. He needs a chance to rest.
Big cut.
But First Academy, they're bringing it to him. They're really working these counts. They're fighting. They're battling. They're fouling off pitches, forcing him to work. And this might really only be a 2-inning game for Aiden Stillman if you really think about it. They don't want him. They don't want to overwork this kid.
Definitely not. 2 different starts as this game is unfolding, certainly, as we have a 2-1 count, 2 down.
As you lose stamina, you're going to lose that command, and right now he's starting to lose some of that command.
That one's going to be ripped to 3. What a grab to keep it from the outfield. Throw on time, but that will be a single. Way to run that out. That's why you never give up.
Yeah, and
you never know.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful play from the Trinity Prep third baseman. Unfortunately, his first baseman could not pick him up with that pick. It's a tough play as a first baseman. It's a short hop, but as a first baseman, you do have to still make that play. And now Aiden Stillman again is going to have to continue to work.
You mentioned the play at 3. An incredible defensive play by Alton Gunther, and the throw was perfect. And sometimes it just happens, right? You got to forget about it and go to the next play.
Yeah, and these are high school kids too, so they're still learning how to play the game fundamentally.
Of course. They have far from seen all scenarios.
Well, yeah.
Here's the delivery runner goes, swing and a miss, and they're not going to take a shot. No harm.
And like I said earlier,
3 and 2.
And like I said earlier, you got to try and deke him. He tried to do the pump fake. Unfortunately, the guy on third just did not bite.
Oh, 2 upcoming. Here it is. Another big cut, and that will do it. Side retired. And boy, what a way to minimize damage in that situation. Hats off to Stillman. We'll take a break. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. More to come right here on the QwikCut Sports Network. Welcome back to First Academy. Beautiful facility here in Orlando. You're watching the QwikCut Sports Network, and this is the Game Changer Game of the Week, powered by Dick's Sporting Goods. We appreciate you tuning in. Back on the mound, Thomas Aki. And he looked awfully good in the first half of the first. And that carried through. Let's see what he can produce here in a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, and he just needs another clean inning here. Get the bats back up because they were looking hot.
That's a nice looking pitch and exactly how you would want to start if you're Aki, and that is 1 down.
Yeah, and what Aki's doing here is just pounding the strike zone.
He's just working.
Forcing these pitchers, these hitters, to have to swing. They have to swing on 0-2. They can't look for something else. Aki's entire repertoire is available once he pounds the plate.
I like Aki's control of the game. As this one is sent skyward, play it 3, out, recorded.
Yeah, and like you said, his pace, his control of the game is really good. He understands that his team is starting to really tee off on Aiden Stillman. So he's going to have a quick inning, kind of like Mark Burley, one of the faster pitchers ever, who was actually a teammate of A.J. Przinsky. Mark Burley, very quick, kind of like Aki.
Stepping to the plate for Trinity Prep, the Saints. We have Jacob Gilmer.
And another early strike, pounding the strike zone, forcing these hitters to fall behind. Got to play from behind, and that's unfortunate. You want to have the advantage.
Time called as Thomas Aki just took a minute. Listen, it's his game, and all too often, particularly at the high school level, generally speaking, I mean, you see pitchers lose that tempo control. Not of their pitch, of the whole game, regardless of the pitch clock. Sometimes they'll come up there. I saw it 2 weeks ago. 4 or 5 seconds, and then the next time, maybe 3 pitches, they'll go the length of the pitch count. And they never get in a rhythm. And right there, you see what a rhythm is when you have a guy like Aki on the hill. That'll do it for inning number 2. We'll take a break. Back with more. You're watching the Game Changer Game of the Week, powered by Dick's Sporting Goods, right here on the QwikCut Sports Network.
That was a
Welcome back into the Game Changer Game of the Week, powered by Dick's Sporting Goods and seen exclusively on the QwikCut Sports Network. Thanks so much for tuning in. Now and moving forward, TFA Academy. The first academy is where we're at for a major baseball game if you're just joining us. Tight game and 2 unbelievably talented pitchers. The gentleman on the hill currently has already shown what kind of velocity he can actually produce on a regular basis. He is Aiden Stillman, and I'm Bobby Allen. Kirk Chaplin. Kirk, tell us about some of his statistics.
Yeah, I did say it earlier, but he's now increased that strikeout total.
Yes.
I think he's got 3 strikeouts already and now 9 innings. This kid is something special, and as a hitter, he gets on base 80% of the time.
Okay, so give me the new strikeout total in 9 innings of work this season.
9 innings of work, 25 strikeouts.
25 strikeouts in 9 innings.
That
Aiden Stillman.
is something that only like Garrett Crochet
Oh, I'm telling you, that's numbers.
or someone like Roger
Wow.
Clemens would do.
Another K. Listen, this is a pitching battle of epic proportion, and I'm going to go ahead and say right now, at least to this point, based on the games that I've seen so far this season, best pitching both ways.
Oh,
unequivocally.
Yeah, 100%.
At this level.
Oh, 100%.
And that's why we're here, right? There was a reason. These young men are extremely talented, folks. We cannot stress that enough.
Yeah. And Aiden Stillman, committed to University of Virginia, D1 baseball. We're talking top ACC baseball, and he's going to be playing there next year.
You know, they're a consistent contender. You know, and obviously to extend your playing career at any level is amazing. And gosh, you know, wouldn't it be great if every athlete had an opportunity to do that? But there are places for a lot of kids at the next level.
And especially now with the new eligibility changes in college baseball,
Sure.
you can become a JUCO player and
Yeah.
none of your eligibility is ruined.
That's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think this is a great thing. A lot of my friends who I played baseball with who are all playing JUCO now get an opportunity to transfer, and they're a freshman as soon as they hit D1.
Amazing. Another strike. 2-2 count now, one away. Aiden Stillman, there's the delivery. That one missing just slightly. That'll bring the count full to 3-2. Nobody on. 1-0 is the scoreline here from TFA. Once again, we certainly appreciate you tuning in here on the QwikCut Sports Network to our Game Changer Game of the Week, powered by Dick's Sporting Goods. And give him one more strikeout.
That's 27 Ks and 9 2/3.
My goodness. That will bring number 1, Kenyon Bastion, to the plate. He is a sophomore, standing 6 foot tall. Plays in the outfield, weighs 185 pounds.
You know, Aiden Stillman's numbers, they remind me of a Bobby Crosby road to the show experience, like you're playing a video game. Literally. He's got
I like
a 2,000 OPS. He gets on base 80% of the time, and now he's an elite pitcher.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he's literally Bobby Crosby road to the show.
Impressive stuff. There's a well-hit ball into left field. Is it gone? Oh, yeah.
And I jinxed him.
That'll get the lights going on and off here at TFA, ladies and gentlemen. The first shot of the game.
Yeah, clearly I jinxed him. Hard fastball, and that thing was absolutely roped. Incredible swing. Look at that beautiful celebration there. That's what we love, high school baseball.
Absolutely.
Everybody's amped up. Everybody's having some fun.
What a shot. Well, I'll tell you what, from our vantage point here at TFA, which isn't typical, but I love this viewpoint that we have on the back of the press box overlooking the baseball field, as if we were actually in a press box, like up in a press box.
Yeah, it's a
And that
beautiful
shot,
view.
I don't know about you, I could tell right away it was launched.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it.
was
That
clean.
thing was a moonshot.
That was clean.
Yeah.
So now Aiden Stillman has to regroup, has to forget about it, and do what he just did, and that is dial one up right down the middle.
Yeah, and as a pitcher, even when you make mistakes like that, you got to come back and make pitches. And he's starting off early attacking, even though he missed right there. Still going to come there with his mid-90s stuff and that incredible breaking ball and try and get out this inning.
You know, very truly. Here's another one. This one sit a little higher up in the air, and it floats around a little bit. That had an awkward movement on it. That fell into play, and boy, oh boy, we have a triple.
Yeah, and it's
That's
going to
tough.
be it's going to be ruled a triple because
That's tough.
you know the right fielder did not catch the ball. He probably lost it in the air. That's very unfortunate for Aiden Stillman. Made a great pitch. He got weak contact. And that's the game of baseball. It's so random. Anything can happen just like that. Now you got a runner on third. And an opportunity for the Royals to continue applying pressure.
Well, my goodness. The bats are coming alive. There's a stand-up double. Royals up 3-0.
Yeah, that opposite field power.
Woo.
Sent that to left center. Absolutely beautiful. Sat back on that one. Slammed it to left center. That's what we call traditional fundamental baseball. And that's what he did right there, showing off that potential for the entire world to see now with QwikCut.
So between Blake Fields, Remo, and Domenico, and now at the plate, Austin Perzinski, and a 3-0 scoreline, Kirk. This is a situation that I know a lot of eyes right now are obviously on Aiden Stillman, but this is the situation those scouts came to see.
Oh, yeah. And in Domenico here.
Everybody knows he can throw fast.
Yeah. And now he's got to have an opportunity to show some resiliency.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And in Domenico here, great swing, showing that he can play fundamental baseball.
Yes.
If the ball's on the outside part of the plate, you take it to opposite field, showing off that raw power,
Yes.
getting an RBI, hitting it in the clutch.
Oh, what a pretty pitch that was right there. Wow, that was beauty. That's what he needed. Runner on second. Scoreline is 3-0. And Aiden Stillman, the future Virginia Cavalier, in a bit of a bind, but if there's anybody around here that can get out of it, it's that young man right here, and he produces another swinging strike. Big pitch.
If there's one thing this guy could do, he can produce whiffs,
Oh, boy.
swings and misses. This guy, something special. Unfortunately, a couple mistakes have cost him. And down 3-0, but with Thomas Aki pitching the way he is, this might be a very tough comeback for the Trinity Prep.
Pass
Saints.
ball, make it 4, Kirk.
Yeah.
That is tough, and anytime unforced errors impact the scoreline, it's tough.
Yeah, it is. It's unfortunate.
It is.
But as a pitcher, again, you just got to not even look at the stat line and just
forget it
and try and get this out. All you need is one more pitch here, and you can get out of this nightmare inning.
Here's the delivery, and that one's fouled up and out of play over the first base dugout. Once again, we want to thank some of our sponsors. Obviously, without them, we cannot do what we do and be able to bring it to the high school level at no cost to a school. They've got enough of a burden. And that is Dick's Sporting Goods. That is Game Changer. That is Choice Hotels, as we see Aiden Stillman close the show on that. Unfortunately for them, it's a 4-0 scoreline. We'll finish what we started talking about when we come back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Game of the Week on the QwikCut Sports Network. Sports fans, welcome back into the QwikCut Sports Network and our Game Changer Game of the Week, powered by Dick's Sporting Goods. I'm Bobby Allen alongside Kirk Chaplin. I want to give a special shout out to our executive producer. Ladies and gentlemen, he is one of the best I've ever worked with in my life, and he is 19 years old. He attends South Florida. And as I tell him, and the world will soon know, he is going to be a weapon of mass destruction in mass media, and he is Adam Black.
Love Adam Black.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
It didn't take me but about 30 seconds in our first conversation, and if I'm not mistaken, it was a question because my headset, the first time we worked there, headset wasn't working. Something silly like that, right? He didn't even answer my question. He started working, and all of a sudden it was fixed, right? He didn't ask me what I needed, what it sounded like, and nothing. That's without even saying a word. That he's super talented, and what this is also going to bring is, like you said, opportunity for college students who really have a passion for this. What better way to get firsthand experience?
They're doing it right here.
Been doing it right here.
Literally, Adam Black is a classmate of mine. Love him to death. And he brought me on here, and here we are. Another college student getting an opportunity.
And we tell you that only so that it is very clear why we're doing what we're doing. We're doing it for the student athletes. They are student athletes first. And that young man on the hill is not only just a very spectacular student athlete, student side, he can also throw the baseball a little bit, and he has thrown exceptionally tonight, and that's Tomasaki.
Yeah, Tomasaki, the southpaw, having a beautiful night. It's so pleasing to watch good pitching.
It is. It's so effortless. Like the connection that he and his teammate behind the plate have is something beautiful to see.
Oh, yeah. And the way he's controlling the game, he's pitching at his own pace. He's not allowing the hitters to dictate him at all. He's forcing the hitters to play to his time. And as a pitcher, that's what you want to do.
And again, if you're just joining us, Austin Pierzynski behind the plate for the Royals of TFA. If you recognize the name, you're exactly right. Baseball runs in that young man's veins.
Yep, his dad is an absolute legend in all baseball fans' minds.
And a great man. And here is one, a blooper to first, catch made, out recorded. And I'll tell you what, most impressive so far is any time there's been contact made, Aki's forcing them to hit to the defense.
Yeah.
And there's been no real trouble so far.
Yeah, a lot of weak contact, which is what you want your pitcher to produce.
Sure.
If he's not getting strikeouts, he's pitching to his defense, is giving his defense an opportunity to make fundamental, quick, easy plays.
And this young man happens to be doing both tonight.
Oh, yeah, he is dominating.
Here comes the 1-0. And that is in there for a strike. So if you're Trinity, you started very hot. You have a great pitcher with a world of talent who started strong and has given up a few runs in the last inning or so, but a 4-0 game at the end of the day is well within reach.
Especially in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially in high school.
Stillman on the play, or on the mound.
I mean, at the bat, literally with the bat, he's got a 2,200 OPS.
Either or.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's literally Dodger Films Bobby Crosby.
But I'll tell you what I do know after talking to Tomasaki's father, who I love talking to actually, because this becomes even more personal when we get to know these young men, right? And I was blown away by the fact that his dad said, here it is. When it's game time, it's game time.
Oh, he's locked in.
He forgets everything else, right? That's the mark of a true competitor, as you know, and anybody who has spent any length of time around sports knows. And that's a quality, I'm sorry, you can't teach it.
It's natural. You have that Jordan instinct, that Max Scherzer instinct.
Yep.
Whenever it's game time, you're not talking to anybody. You're just talking to yourself and that baseball.
And it's not personal. It is not personal. It's business. Only for him, it's baseball. Yeah. Here's the delivery. Ooh, nice control in there for a strike.
And bouncing back from a walk is what you need to do.
Sure.
As a pitcher. You got to wipe that clean and continue to move on, and that's what he's doing here. Quick 0-1.
Likes a curve. This one's hit to 2, and that one takes enough of a bobble off the glove and chest to allow the base hit. And all of a sudden, there's 2 on.
Yeah, I think that was a tough play for that second baseman to make. He would have to make a turnaround throw, which is already tough enough. And just couldn't have control of the ball. It's unfortunate because the ball was actually not hit that hard, but it was hit not where he was standing at all. He's playing closer to the second base bag.
Connor Brady, the young man with that latest base hit. And now, stepping to the plate for Trinity Prep will be Alton Gunther once more.
Yeah, and Connor Brady doing what he does for the game, 435 on base percentage. He gets on base and shows that ability again.
Count moves to 1-1. What a beautiful evening. Breezy earlier, not as bad now, but beautiful baseball weather here in early March. My goodness, just outstanding. There's one fouled into the backstop. Count moves 1-2. We talked about the baseball facility as you're seeing it here in full definition, but you know, we turned around earlier tonight. Lacrosse going on behind us at the football facility. They just have just really nice facilities here. Great place. There's a strike. Nice pitch from Aki. And let me tell you, he is absolutely throwing it tonight. We're certainly glad we can show you and glad we're here to witness it. We'll be back. This is the Game Changer Game of the Week, powered by Dick's Sporting Goods. Welcome back to the First Academy here in Central Florida. You're watching the Game Changer Game of the Week on the QwikCut Sports Network, powered by Dick's Sporting Goods. Certainly proud to have all of our partners on board. Also, Choice Hotels. Anytime you're traveling for sports, check out Choice Hotels or any one of the brands they carry. Here, it is a 4-0 scoreline in a battle of pitching, which now has changed a little bit as we bring you back to action. I'm Bobby Allen alongside Kirk Chaplin.
Yeah, Jake Gurking on the mound today. Filling in for Aiden Stillman, like I did say, probably only going to be a 2-inning start after that, long first inning.
Yeah, it really was. It was much longer than I think. Well, nobody expected that inning to go that long.
Yeah, we thought those strikeouts
Especially early.
Yeah, because early,
Yep.
first couple batters looked good,
Yeah.
and unfortunately just lost the control there.
And that will get things started for TFA with a free base as Eric Martinez, infielder, senior, 5'11", will occupy first.
And I'm loving the discipline from the Royals so far. They've walked a ton today, and now they're stealing.
Runner goes, throw on time, got him.
Love the aggressiveness.
What a throw from Pierzynski. Woo.
Yeah, beautiful
Pretty.
throw. Showing it off like his dad.
Pierzynski, I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, showing it off like his dad.
Braden Henderson. I was looking at the wrong page. Ladies and gentlemen, it happens. Henderson with a rocket. It was close, but the throw was better. The runners, and that's another thing. I think that's why that throw was so pretty, because the base running for TFA tonight has been aggressive. Not only that, but they've gotten good jumps.
Oh, yeah.
And aggressiveness.
Yeah, great jump.
And that throw was pretty.
Clearly the coaching staff has instilled that they should be applying pressure on pitchers.
100%.
And it was a great throw by the catcher, but that was a very close play. Like,
Yeah,
it was
it
a
was.
great jump, just a better throw.
Henderson put it right on the nose. And now we see another walk.
And lucky enough for that out at second, because now it'd be runners on first and second here, no outs.
Ooh.
And clearly
Trouble.
there's some trouble brewing as the catcher's going to go to the mound and talk to his pitcher, cool him down, understanding that he's lost the count on both hitters.
You know, I always like seeing it. It doesn't matter what sport it is. You know, when you in baseball, you see it when the catcher comes out and understands that there's something that needs to be adjusted or looked at. And that's the mark of a leader. That's, you know, obviously your point guards, your quarterbacks, your catchers. Those are your leaders that absolutely have to manage the game on the field.
Yeah, catchers.
And it's always impressive when they get it right.
Yeah, no, catchers are your captains on the field. Catchers, shortstop, center fielders. The three quadrants.
That is a huge cut, and that ball is hit a mile in the air. It is going to be caught and dropped, unfortunately. Oh, what a tough break.
Yeah, he looked like he settled under it, but clearly he lost in the lights.
Hey, it happens.
It does. It's high school baseball. Once again, these guys are young. They're trying to improve. And there's room for mistakes out here. At the end of the day, you're not getting paid.
Of course.
And you're learning. You're still in high school.
Yep.
Not even at a
No, he had a good beat on it.
Yeah.
Oh, everything was right. It's fine. There'll be more.
Yes.
Guarantee it. And now the situation for Luis Machado, the senior, is he is looking at two runners in scoring position. There's only one out.
And
In a
unfortunately,
4-0.
this puts Gherking in a tough spot.
See what he's got. Here's the delivery from the right-hander. Up and away. And listen, that's a tough spot to be thrust into. It doesn't matter which team or who, you know. So very, very learning experience right here for yet another talented kid.
Yeah, and this is a top TFA team. The Royals ranked 33 in the state of Florida. They're real close to that top 25. This is no slouch, and clearly they're showing it offensively.
There's a nice pitch from Gherking there to bring the count to 3-1. It will be Cannon Karanka next to the plate. Karanka, 6'2", junior, and he will have that opportunity now as the bases are full. And Gherking now in trouble to some degree with one away.
Yeah, and Gherking here right out the gate dealing with some pressure. He's got a lot of pressure on him. Bases loaded, but there's an easy way out this situation. Force some weak contact and get a 6-4-3 double play.
First pitch to this bases loaded situation is inside for ball one. Two-0 the count to Karaka.
And if you're Gherking here, you really do not want to continue to extend this lead and force your offense in a tough spot. You got to get it out here. And unfortunately, it's a 3-0 count. He's got to throw a strike here.
Needs it. Got it.
That's all you need, just one strike. Get you back into it. You're locked in now. Do not want to allow more runs. Do not want to force, unfortunately.
That is definitely something you're going to want to avoid. It gives up a run. Bases remain loaded for Gherking.
Yeah, and Gherking clearly just didn't have his stuff today, and the coach is coming out here. Might be it for him, but we'll see.
They're going to give it a conversation at least, and at the plate, awaiting, will be Kenan Bastian, 6-foot sophomore. Don't really see any indication of what the play is going to be here. Haven't seen a lot of activity at all, any in the bullpen for Trinity. As a matter of fact, that activity is literally happening as we speak for the first time that I've seen. So they're going to see how, they might just see how this plays out. I think they are going to, oh no, we're good. Hey, listen, I like this. Let the kid, let him go. I like it.
Yeah, let him tough it out.
Like
Let's
this.
see how he does
Clearly,
in a situation like this.
yes, clearly he wouldn't be there if the coach didn't feel like he was good enough to be there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Clearly,
I like that.
he's a good player because he's in
Absolutely.
this situation and he's keeping him out there. He has enough trust in him to continue to go.
I like that. Get you a strike one at a time, build on it, and it starts one pitch at a time, and there's one. Throw to one for the sneaky out, not in time. That's exactly what he needs to do. Now, if you're throwing strikes and the team continues to hit the ball, it happens.
It does.
Because it's baseball, and you're supposed to hit strikes.
Yeah.
Right? That one missing inside. Brings the count full, or even, 1-1.
Yeah, and here you need a strike. You got to
Yeah.
put the hitter in a spot where he's behind in the count. And that
Got away from it.
looks like it nicked him.
Did indeed. That will produce another run.
Taking your stripes.
Yeah, that's tough because, TFA certainly does not need any assistance on the baseball field. They can handle their business just fine. And that's a tough spot for Gherking to give a run away just by get one pitch getting away.
And
It's
as a
always
young
tough.
pitcher,
But you got to look.
it's in your head. It's
Yep.
in your head. And right now, he's probably in his head right now, thinking
little
about
bit.
all the negativity. But
You
if
know-
he could just clear his mind.
Yeah. That one is going to be sit foul.
And hey, you know what?
With-
It's a foul ball. That's a
It's
strike.
Ball. That's a strike every day. Yep. That is a strike indeed.
And he's forced a hitter to now have to protect the plate. He can throw whatever he wants here.
Same result, almost identically. Again, those are two nice pitches, obviously very hittable pitches, enticing for the hitter. And we see cuts being taken. But boy, if he straightens that out, that is trouble.
Oh, yeah, that is trouble.
Now he's going to go right up the middle, finds a gap, and that is going to score two for sure.
That off-speed pitch was a little bit flat, right down the middle of the plate. Allows the hitter to take one up the middle. fundamental hitting, two-run score.
And again, we talked about the tough position for Gurking, and you know that it's not over just yet. Still one away, runners on the corners. 8 runs, and Remo in Domenico. He has shown his level of talent, as here is another example of the Royals' aggressive base running. And, you know, I saw it for a couple of weekends a little while back, not too long ago. The aggressiveness of the base running was so much so, it was almost shocking. Yeah. It almost reminded me of, it was college baseball watching Little League. You know, in Little League, they just, every chance you can get, you steal. That's what it looked like, and it was very interesting. It was entertaining, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and as you go up in levels in baseball, normally the steals go down.
Right.
But here for the Royals,
so shocking. But
they're just running.
They're just going.
And when you run, you apply pressure on the defense. On the defense. You're forcing that defense and that pitcher to have to work, and you're forcing them to have to now pay attention to you.
Yeah, yes.
And that can throw you off your game.
That pitch gets away from Gurking. Three-one the count. One away. TFA at the plate. And there's a shot. Finds room between first and second. Gets to the outfield. 2 runs across home plate. And the score is 10-0.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate for Gurking here.
Sure.
It's a hittable pitch and absolutely rocketed. But what can you say? With the hitter with the 1,600 OPS coming to this game, anything in the plate, he is taking for a ride.
Sure, and Gurking has to understand that that's just the kind of player he is. It doesn't matter who's on that mound at all.
He's going to hit.
He didn't do anything wrong in my book at all. Gurking did not.
Yeah.
No.
He gave him what he wanted.
He gave him pitches.
And he gave his defense an opportunity to make a play. Unfortunately, that was hit right through the first baseman.
Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Hats off to him as he will get a break. They will make a pitching change as, again, the count is 10-0. Folks, we want to tell you about one more very special partner that we have. We're having a little technical difficulty getting that commercial running, but DMAX Sports. I want you to go check them out. DMAX.com. We had the pleasure of being introduced to DMAX back in December in Plant City as he set up and sold merch for the UYFL National Championships. An outstanding man. Great stuff. Listen, popular stuff, no doubt. Check him out, DMAX Sports. And thanks for being part of the QwikCut Sports Network. We'll take a quick break just to get some warm-up pitches in. Enjoy the action. This is the QwikCut Sports Network. Back to action here. The First Academy. This is Central Florida High School Baseball, and you're watching the Game Changer Game of the Week on the QwikCut Sports Network, powered by Dick's Sporting Goods. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Bobby Allen alongside Kirk Chaplin. Adam Black, our executive producer, and some of the best cam-offs in the business. Martin Reese, Joey Pletka, Christian Boussier. There's a delivery. That one is off the mark ever so slightly.
And Armando Ross coming in with a little sidearm delivery here. It's coming from behind the hitter, which is what's going to fool him, especially if he throws a little breaking ball, as he did right there.
This First Academy squad is very talented, and the young man at the plate, number 12, catcher, A.J. Pierzynski's son, sends one deep. Austin Pierzynski introduces his baseball to the trees back there. That was a shot, ladies and gentlemen.
And there's a reason he is committed to the University of Alabama at Birmingham for that right there, and his prowess at the plate as a catcher. This kid is special just like his dad.
Absolutely is. Saw it right there, and with a 2-run shot makes it 12-0. Royals in control.
Screwed up my camera.
And if he can develop like his father, I could see him hitting more homers in the MLB than him. His dad hit about 180-something home runs. So, hey, as a father, you would love to see it. If someone's going to pass you up, it's going to be your son.
Yes, it better be.
Yeah.
As Kirk, as you mentioned, Armando Ross in the
Need Alex now.
game, pitching now for Trinity Prep. Saints looking for something to really try to unlock the offense that has really tied up this game. And after Austin Pierzynski sends one deep to make it 12-0, Eric Martinez has an opportunity. And again, you said it facing an almost sidearm. It's not quite submarine either. It's interesting.
Yeah. And I know if you're a baseball savant head, you love baseball, you can check out arm angles.
Yeah.
He's got one of the more unique ones.
He does, and he will. Earlier, it showed like the variations in which he can utilize that is pretty impressive.
Especially with the breaking ball, like a slider or sweeper. I know that's a very new term for a lot of baseball fans. A sweeper, it's basically a slider, but with much more break, and it has a whipping action, kind of like a curveball. It's like a slurve, if you've ever heard of that. It's basically like a slurve.
That one fouled straight back up over the press box here at TFA. God, I want to give them a shout out to the concession stand here at TFA. I'm not too proud to talk about food. Those hot dogs were amazing before the game, so if you're ever at a TFA game, be sure to check out the concession stand here. Great food.
Yeah, and those fries look scrumptious. I didn't have a chance to take one, but I know you enjoyed them.
Well, I'll tell you, folks that are listening to us that are familiar with Gators Dockside, that was very much what they served me was Gators fries, and they're tremendous. Here's the pitch from Ross, and that one's hit high and deep. This is going to be playable. Catch made. 2 down.
That's what you need. You just needed an out. Get something going here.
And that'll bring up Max Simmons, utility player, 6-foot junior. There was a lot of interchangeable parts with both of these teams that I think it could be very successfully utilized for the moving forward. You know, a lot of these guys can play multiple positions, and in a pinch, you never know, right? You might need something that you didn't expect, and boy, to have the option to plug and play so many people in different positions and know the level of consistency is never dropping. Boy, what a luxury.
It's beautiful. You're
Nice pitch.
These kids are all like Ben Zobrist. You can just play all over the place. And with that, if somebody needs a rest, you plug someone else
Plug someone in.
Yeah, plug someone in. The more utility and versatility you have as a player, the more opportunity you'll have to play.
Yes.
And that's what everybody wants to do. They want to have a chance to play. So to give yourself the best chance to play as many positions as possible.
Be willing. Be willing.
If you're open, coach is going to put you in. They're going to give you an opportunity to play. And if you play, you have an opportunity to be successful.
That is no truer words have I heard. Experienced it firsthand. Here's a shot. That's got a chance. Right field. Is it gone? No. Nearly caught as it approached the fence. Heck of an effort in right field, but that will be a stand-up double and another run scores for TFA.
Yeah, and that was a great, attempt by the right fielder,
It
Robinson.
was.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
It was a great attempt.
What an
Unfortunately, he just couldn't get it. It nicked off the top of his glove. It's unfortunate, but
It is. And, what made that attempted play even more impressive, that he had no concern, at least from what I saw, where that wall was. He was making an effort at that ball, and there might be a train wreck happen when he hits the fence, and he didn't care.
yeah, and as a former outfielder,
You
have to gauge the wall while also trying to make the play.
He was
did
going
not
after
want to
it.
crash into that wall,
No.
clearly.
That was a great effort. Indeed it was.
Especially in a game like this where you are down 13-0, you really do not want to hurt yourself at all.
And
you
I
want to keep
hope
yourself healthy.
Anybody doesn't think that because he didn't catch that ball, the coaches and those who needed to notice that effort, they saw it. Nice play in center. Hey, look, bright spots definitely for Trinity. 2 nice, 1 attempt, 1 catch in outfield. You can build on that. We'll take a break. Don't go anywhere. We're coming back with more of the Game Changer Game of the Week, powered by Dick's Sporting Goods. You're watching the QwikCut Sports Network. Welcome back into the QwikCut Sports Network. Back to action here in a 13-run contest, and we want to take a moment to thank Game Changer. Game Changer was built on baseball. We are very proud and humbled to have them as part of the QwikCut Sports Network. They have been gracious in understanding the reasons we are doing what we do, and we're certainly more than willing to have them come with us on this journey. So Game Changer, obviously check them out. They are innovating some things right now and putting some things together that are going to even further not only elevate their app and all the technology into the future, but the whole diamond sports as a whole. So thank you to Game Changer and to Dick's Sporting Goods for their support of the QwikCut Sports Network. New pitcher,
Ryan Smith.
Ryan Smith.
Yeah, 6'3", 245. I want a guy like that on my fantasy baseball team.
I tell you what I want. I want a guy like that at linebacker on whatever football team I have.
Yeah.
He
Put him on the
is
Eagles.
a physical specimen.
Yeah, that kid.
Yeah, he has it. And that right there was some gnarly
Great
action. Nice debut batter right there, wasn't it?
Yeah, this
One
guy
down.
not only is big, looks the part, but he can show it too. Just doing filthy breaking ball right there. That's what you want to see out of a pitcher. He can throw hard, but then drop the curveball or slider in there whenever he needs to.
And with that, the next man at the plate for Trinity Prep that will now have to take a look at this fastball and wicked action of Ryan Smith. Matthias Morales. Here comes the delivery for Smith, and he turns up the velo on that one, brushing the batter back ever so slightly.
And I love the drip that he has on right now. Little shin guard there, the little neon green.
Oh, love it.
Elbow guard there.
Morales looking for the next pitch to hit. Takes that one right down the middle for a strike. 3-1 count, one away. The score is 13-0, as you see. But there have been some bright spots, particularly lately, with some plays not only on the mound, but also in the outfield for Trinity. And really, this game got away in one inning. You know, theoretically, you know, it kind of snowballed there for a minute into what it has become. But obviously, with Trinity Prep and a pitcher like Aiden Stillman that they could bring out at any given time, that kid's he's one of those generational talents. Aki is the same, I feel like, along with Pierzynski behind the plate for TFA. That it's good stuff.
Even
baseball's bright.
Yeah. They have a ton of great players. Blake Fields, Kyle Hopper, a ton of incredible players on First Academy. And same with Trinity Prep.
Absolutely.
Alton Gunther, incredible player. Again, Aiden Stillman. That guy is a road to the show player, and that will be the show. He is something special.
There's one fouled.
And unfortunately, he just didn't have his best stuff today, even though he was still getting strikeouts
and listen,
at will.
His velocity
In
person,
yeah,
I can tell you right now, is eye-opening. Because at this level, again, if you're used to seeing high school baseball across the board, and then all of a sudden you see him pitch, obviously it stands out.
Yeah. And
same with Aki. Don't get me wrong.
And by the way, the fact that these hitters were able to tee off on him shows a lot.
Yeah, it shows a lot about the bat talent of his Royal club, indeed.
It also shows a lot about the coaching staff here. Alan Kunkel, the head coach for
Legend.
Yeah, legend. He actually coached at USF, my current college. He also coached at UAB, where he was a hitting coach, and boosted the batting averages 30 points. That is spectacular.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
That is so impressive.
He's already coached 70 MLB draft selections, and I expect more out of this team for sure.
That pitch slipping up in inside. Even at 1-1. 2 away.
I expect him to throw a heater here.
I don't doubt it a bit. Man, the movement on that breaking ball he threw a minute ago was just filthy.
Yeah, and like I said, he threw the heater right there. And unfortunately, he's slightly off the plate. But I think you go back to it again. Honestly, this kid has something special in his arm. That's what we call a bazooka.
And there it was, forcing a swing and a miss. And that, it's just impressive. One runner aboard. Can Trinity potentially at least claim a couple of runs here late with some good solid baseball? What a diving effort to knock that ball down and to close that half inning. What a play by the first baseman for the First Academy. My goodness, Ty Arafat. What a play. Don't go anywhere. This is the Quick Cut Sports Network. Welcome back to the First Academy. This is the Game Changer Game of the Week on the QwikCut Sports Network, powered by Dick's Sporting Goods. I'm Bobby Allen alongside Kirk Chaplin, as the Royals of TFA, currently holding a 13-0 scoreline, have done so. They've scored a run in each inning, but man, it wasn't. It didn't seem this kind of game just even a couple of innings ago, even though the score has been one-sided. And that's due in large part to the fact that you had a starter in Aiden Stillman, who is a future college standout, probably, and has a huge following. Here's the dribbler right back up the middle. Beautiful play. Routine out by Trinity. Good reaction from Armando Ross. And that will bring to the plate Kidden Bastion. Bastion, a 6-foot sophomore outfielder. Had a good day today. And on deck, Blake Fields.
This kid looks powerful. Again, the drip of these high school players, they
love
got
it.
the fits on, and I love it. It's the energy I like to see. You look good, play good.
If my daughter were here or my son, they'd probably get tired of me saying this to them all those years playing sports. But I said, look good, feel good, play good. Period. It's confidence. Confidence is not cockiness. It isn't.
Yeah. I always look at a guy like Deion Sanders.
And quiet confidence is even scary.
He's confident.
Yeah, that's.
But he backs it up.
He backs it up.
And if you can back up your confidence, it's not looked at as cocky.
Sure.
It's just you being you.
But I agree with you. I like the whole, I guess, independent nature of it. Like, be you, like you said. If you want to wear yellow, wear yellow. Whatever, right? Whatever that is.
If you want to come out swinging like Gary Sheffield, swinging your bat around,
learn how to swing that way.
Yeah, learn it. Go watch Gary Sheffield.
I'm pretty sure it ain't trademarked.
Yeah, it's not trademarked. And I bet Gary Sheffield would love to see it in the MLB again.
Yeah, right? That was a nice pitch thrown by Armando Ross. Right there, nice bit of movement on it. Catching just the bat ever so slightly. Here's the next delivery. This one hits all of the bat. Deep and playable. Great effort at the fence. Going for three. Throw not in time. And that is a big triple. And this train just keeps on rolling for the Royals.
Big triple there. Massive power. I thought the left fielder was going to camp under that and catch it. Probably lost in the light. Probably thought it was a home run. Again, you have to gauge that wall.
Absolutely. And you talked about Kidden Bastion and his build and how he looked powerful, but you saw it in action right there, because let's be honest, at least to me, I could be wrong, but that swing did not look like he just swung his guts out.
Oh,
it just looked like he just took a nice, confident cut.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you hit the weight room right there.
Launched. Yep.
Launched it. And when you put a barrel on the ball.
Delivery from Ross. That one hit up in the air. Right field is the destination. Catch made, out recorded. That will be out number 2. And coming to the plate one more time, Remo and Domenico. Good player as well.
Yeah, very
consistent,
good.
Consistent.
Always on base, always making an impact for his team. And if First Academy is going to go far this season, it's going to be off the back of guys like him.
Yes, it is.
And that number 22 looks sweet on him too. I think he fits it well.
Here's the pitch from Ross. Just off the mark. Aim small, miss small, right? That'll bring the count to 2-0 with 2 away. That one did creep outside a little farther than what I know Armando Ross would have liked to see there. Passed ball, no harm, nobody on. Well, one on, but I like the fact that they. Oh, it's a.
Yeah, he got hit by the pitch.
Let him
there.
go.
Hit him
I
in
didn't
the
see
foot.
it.
Yeah.
Didn't see it hit him.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to put runners on the corners. And Ross here even, Kirk. I think he's pitched fine. He is throwing good pitches. He's had some hit far.
Yeah, and he was able to get out the inning.
Couple of unlucky balls, right?
Yeah.
But
like that ball to left field, you could have potentially caught that. Unfortunately, just didn't go his way.
Hey, it's sports, right?
It's sports, and it's high school sports.
It's high school
Everybody's still
sports.
learning and developing, still
Sure.
growing.
That one, a ball for a 1-1 count. 2 aboard for the Royals. As that one barely misses.
Ross Brzezinski at the plate. This kid, nasty, hit a home run earlier. Has an opportunity to drive in some more runs. I mean,
Armando Ross is throwing some really nice pitches. Here he sees the full count with 2 down. And unfortunately, the bases will be loaded once more. Hey, but listen, it's okay in that situation. Jacob Zerkara is able to get to first base and load the bases regardless.
yeah, and it looks like they subbed out Brzezinski. That was my fault there.
No worries. Once again, that happens.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure I've probably gone whole half games before not realize there's been a sub, I'm sure. This one's going to be fouled. Might catch it. Nope. Glancing off the light pole. Thought we were going to have a play at 1AB.
Yeah. Looks like the pole caught it, though.
It sure did.
Got to hope the pole's okay.
I'm going to tell Joey Plecky to bring his glove next time. A little souvenir. 0-2 the count. Ross fires it in there. That one gets past. Everybody holds.
And it's a 1-2 count. You have to try and get it out here. And another souvenir.
Another souvenir. And Ross, what I also like, and we talked about it earlier, is this one gets away ever so luckily, undangerously, but the relationship between pitcher-catcher is one that is unique to sport, in my opinion. It's comparable to others, but a little different. It's
like quarterback and center.
Yeah, in a different way, more intimate almost, because it's not so fast-paced.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's this time to think about it.
Work
and
together.
It's a little chess. Yeah. And that is so valuable. There's a nice, well-hit ball that's going to take a wild bounce all the way to the fence, and that is going to allow more runs. Totaling 16 now for the game for the Royals of the First Academy. And ladies and gentlemen, that score total will close the show.
They must have a 15-run rule.
Royals win it 16-0. What a game. What a performance by the Royals. for Trinity Prep. Again, with Aiden Stillman and company, they have what they need to continue to develop and finish this season very strong.
Yeah, unfortunately they did lose here. The game just didn't start well, and they really struggled. But I think they can bounce back. Like you said, Trinity Prep has an opportunity to bounce back next game. But let's talk about the winners here.
Right.
First Academy, the Royals absolutely dominated. They put on a show like we all expected.
Started with Tomazaki, and his consistency on the mound set the tone from the first pitch.
Yep, he controlled the game,
He did.
and that's what you do as a pitcher. You're controlling the game. I always think of a guy like Mark Burley,
Sure.
fast but controls the pace of the game. You can't let hitters dictate.
No.
And unfortunately, Aiden Stillman, the hitters dictated
Sure.
the game. They forced him to work.
Well, this has been fun. So with that, that'll do it for our first Game Changer Game of the Week on the QwikCut Sports Network, powered by Dick's Sporting Goods. And I want to thank all of our sponsors, obviously Game Changer, Dick's Sporting Goods, Choice Hotels, DMAX Sports, Isopedic, and also Velo Baseball. There's going to be so much more of this. We hope you join us for this ride where we are here to showcase the great talent right here in Central Florida. For Joey Pletka, for Martin Reese, Adam Black, Kirk Chaplin, and all of us at the QwikCut Sports Network, I'm Bobby Allen. See you next time. You're watching Every Athlete Sports Network.